In this part of the video, we're going to see how do we actually use the DAX function. So there are two things. One is a calculated column. The other one is a measure. And whatever we usually do here is the measure, and the calculated column is we are going to add an additional column with the information. So in this data set, I want to find out what is the total revenue. So if you see here, we don't have the total revenue. So this is similar to using the sum function in Excel. So I want to find out what is the total revenue that we have. So in this case, what do we have? We have the quantity unit price discount. So our revenue is quantity multiplied by unit price minus the discount. So that is the revenue. But I want to find out what is the total sale or the total revenue that we did. So we're going to start like in Excel. It begins the calculated field begins with an equal to. So is equal to. What do I want? I'm going to type sum. So you will see I get the sum. To select it, I'm going to press tab. And like in the previous video, so if you see, it is in Excel, it is refers to the cell, but here it is on table, right? So what do I want the sum of? I want the sum of, I'm going to type revenue. So if you see here, revenue, there are two. One is revenue, the other one is sales revenue. Revenue is referring to this particular table. So now I could also, since there is relationship that is already built, I can reference columns or rows from any other table as well. In this case, I'm going to say sales revenue, tab, close bracket, hit enter. What this is going to do is it is now going to give us the measure. And to see the value, I'm just going to expand that. So I've got the total here, 2,54,000, whatever is the total that we have here. And how do I change the name? You cannot directly change the name here. So in this formula bar here, I'm going to select everything before the equal to, and I'm going to say this as total sale. Okay, let's call it as total sale. Hit enter. Now I've got my total sale. And if I want to find the average, so is equal to, I want to find out the average of the revenue again. So is equal to average. Okay, again, what do I want? Revenue, average of the revenue. Close bracket, I've got the average revenue. I also want to find out, okay, again, I need to change this. So I'm going to call this as average sale. Okay, hit enter. I've got the average sale. How does this do this? So it is going to basically divide the total revenue by the total quantity that we have sold. So that is our average sale. I also want to find out what is the distinct count. So basically the unique customers that I have. That is what I want to find. How do I do that? So for that, there's a formula called as distinct. So this is another formula. Okay, distinct. What do I want? I should have actually used distinct count. Okay, distinct count. Distinct count of what? Maybe now you will see here, I'm also able to refer to other tables. But I want to find out the distinct of the customer. So I'm just going to say customer ID. Press tab, close bracket, hit enter. So now this is going to give me the distinct account, so the unique customers that we have. Okay, so this is the customer. What is this? Is this our customer? Let me just expand that. Okay, so that's the customer ID. So I've got the unique count of the customer. So let me go back here and see what are the number of customers that we have here. We have about 50,000 customers. So it is given me the unique count. So I can use the distinct count to get the distinct count of any product, anything that we have here. So I've got the distinct count. So this is how we can start using this measure. Now, the other advantage of using this is this becomes part of your data. Now, I could also do some calculation based on this. Now, let's assume I want to calculate an 18% on our total sale. So I could now start references. If you see here, I'm going to say equal to total sale. Total sale into 0.18, and I can get the values there. So I can also start referencing the calculated fields in my calculation. So that's another thing that I can do. So these are ways that you will be able to start using the measure in your data. In the next set of video, we're going to see how do we use the calculated column as well, and then we will look at some advanced DAX functions.